Next, we are going to stretch the neck. Standing in an upright and neutral position, tilt your right ear to your right shoulder. Reach over and grab the left side of your head above your ear and pull to achieve additional stretch in your neck and your trap. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Release the stretch, repeat the stretch, and then duplicate protocol on the opposite side. Next, we are going to stretch the tricep and the lat. Reach right hand behind your head towards your left shoulder and scapula. Reach over the top with your left hand and grab your right elbow. Pull on your elbow, lean over to the left, and push your hips back. Hold this stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. You will release the stretch, repeat the stretch, and then duplicate this protocol on the opposite side. Next, we are going to stretch the chest, shoulders, and biceps. Sit on the ground with your knees bent and feet flat. Place hands behind body with fingers turned away facing. Roll your shoulders back as you push your chest forward. Push your boots into the ground and lift your hips off the ground into a bridged position for additional stretch if needed. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, release the stretch, and repeat the stretch. Next, we are going to stretch the lat and the low back. Place both knees on the ground side by side. Sit back onto your heels. Fold forward and stretch your arms out overhead while relaxing your neck and back. While keeping your hips in place, crawl your upper body and arms over to the right to stretch the left lat and left lower back. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, release the stretch, and then duplicate this protocol on the opposite side. Next, we're going to stretch the hamstring. Sit on the ground with your left leg straight out front. Bend your right leg and rest foot inside of left knee. Relax and fold forward to stretch your left hamstring. Grab your thigh, your knee, your shin, or your boot as you relax and hold for 20 to 30 seconds. You will then release the stretch, repeat the stretch, and then duplicate this protocol on the opposite side. Next, we're going to stretch the rear hip and glute. Sit on the ground with your left leg straight out in front. Bend your right leg and rest foot over the top of your left quad and left knee. Begin bending your left leg to stretch the back right hip and glute. Roll onto your back, pulling your left knee and foot closer to the body. You may push your right knee away from you to deepen the stretch. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds. You will then release the stretch, repeat the stretch, and then duplicate this protocol on the opposite side. Next, we're going to stretch the quad. Lay on your left hip while bracing your upper body on your left elbow and forearm. Bend your right knee to bring your foot behind the body, grabbing your foot and ankle with your right hand. Pull your foot as close to your glute as possible while driving your hip forward. Hold this stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. Release the stretch, repeat the stretch, and then duplicate this protocol on the opposite side. Next, we're going to stretch the calf. Start in a quadruped position with your wrists directly beneath your shoulders and your knees beneath your hips. Push your hands into the floor, move your head between your elbows, and hike your hips up into the air. Straighten out that right leg as you lift and stack the left foot on top of it. Drive your right heel into the ground to stretch the upper calf. We will hold this stretch for 10 to 20 seconds. Once completed, continue to drive your right heel towards the ground as you slightly bend that right knee, moving the stretch down towards the lower calf and Achilles. Hold this stretch for another 10 to 20 seconds. When completed, you will duplicate this protocol on the opposite side.